Hello, YouTubers, and welcome to New Way to Do It with Reese. Hope you're having a good life. But before I get started, I need you to ring the bell, hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I hope I did it right. I've been doing a lot of stuff wrong. Excuse me. So today, I want to talk about, how can I say this? It's not a political show, but sometimes you can't help but be political. So I want to talk about Miss Candace Owens again, which I hate to bring up. But did you see her latest video? Did anybody check it out? Excuse the sun, because I was doing this outside. It was raining. Then it stopped. Then the sun came out. Then the sun went back in. But anyway, see her latest video about what do we want. See, this is what I tell you. And I tell people that people like this are frauds. Because they have no problem telling you how bad you are and how you need to be better. But when it comes to solutions, nobody seems to have one. Think about it sometimes. Yeah, it's easy to say, yep, and it was 100 people, 100 shootings, and a ton of people got shot. But like I told you before, I even have my doubts about what's really going on. It's happening. The killing is happening. Nobody disputes that. But it just seemed weird, don't you? Don't it to you? And you see the new chief here? He gets on TV with this stone face and say it's a problem. It makes you want to think, and people don't think because they're too ready to react. And that's the problem with Candace and others who think like she thinks. They can tell you all the problems, and I can say all the problems they say is true. Okay, nobody disputes it. And it's true what I heard one guy say, that the people don't stand up to the gangbangers and stuff like that. How can they? Think about it. How can they? The police ain't on their side. The people they fighting against the people in the neighborhood, and the people in the neighborhood that's doing the drugging and the selling and stuff like that. A lot of them doing it out of necessity, except for the people that loves to do it out of just evilness, that likes to kill and stuff like that. But most people sell these drugs out of necessity, and not have to beg, the white man for anything else. Because where's all these black leaders? Everybody got a way to put down our people, but ain't nobody got a way to fix it. They want to look to the government to fix it. How long have you been looking to the government for it? I don't hear nobody talking. A long time, right? And all you people who have pulled yourself up by your bootstraps, where's the help at? Except I do hear about people giving money to organizations. And organizations, I don't see them organizations helping us or helping the people in the neighborhood. Neighborhoods still look the same. So you want to know what the solution is? You want to know what we want, Ms. Owens? We want people like you to shut up, first of all, because you don't know what you're talking about. Second of all, if you and others like you are so concerned about the black state, the state that the blacks are in this country, then get all your friends and your conservative friends that got all the money and and that pays you to have your speeches and stuff like that, and to all you other sort of want to be black conservatives. I'm sure most of you probably got money. So, or if you don't, I'm sure you know people who do, because the conservative people, you're conservative, so you should have money. I'm being funny, but anyway, I like to know where is all that at, because I have a solution, and it's funny that y'all don't. I'm just an old simple Joe, but I have a solution. You want to hear my solution? My solution is, number one, first solution. But before I go to that, I want to bring up something else. Neighborhood change. Yeah, because I was keeping track of this. Before I go into the solution, I want to go into this. Neighborhood change. How you think you go about changing a neighborhood? Any thoughts? How do you think that, what do you think that a neighborhood needs to survive? I'm sure you know the answer to that one. You're smart, so you should know the answer to that one. And who is going to invest in the neighborhood? I'm sure you got an answer for that one. But if you don't, let me give you the answer. It's short. Nobody. Nobody is doing it. Nobody's going to do it. Going to do it, and nobody's about to do it. You know why? Because they feel in these neighborhoods that they're going to lose their money. Not going to invest. Not going to build. You know, charity days are over. They're not giving any charity. Maybe through this little thing here, you're going to get some part-time charity or some temporary charity, but in the long run, it's going to stay the same because they still have that old attitude. You got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, even though they holding the bootstraps. You get it? Wake up, people. These people think they know what they're talking about. They're not talking about it. And I also want to say that, yeah, George Floyd wasn't the greatest guy in the world or had the greatest record in the world. But you know, I've seen people get cases standing on the street, get rap sheets, basically doing nothing. So you can't go about all this bull crap about rap sheets. Yeah, he might have did some things he regretted. Maybe, you know, that was his destiny. You know, you never know. We do have ordained destinies, and maybe that was his. But it turned out to be more than people expected it to be. So what did that tell you? You know, so he played a part. He played a part in what's happening right now. Whether he knew it, we knew it, but his destiny knew it. He knew, the destiny knew where it led him. So my meaning is that there's a lot of bad people in the world. There's a lot of good people, and there's a lot of people in between. You know, and the ones that's in between always seems to get the shittiest side of the stick. Because the ones that's bad, we label them as bad. The ones that's good, we say they're good. But the ones that's in between, them the ones that they make any mistake, because they have made mistakes and tried to come back and fell back. Anybody like that, you're not worthy, you know, of a movement. And who said, yo, that you people are the boss of what a movement or how a movement should start? It's very sad that people think the way you think. It's very sad that it's easy for you to call out these people and talk about them and say you don't stand by them and stuff, but you ain't doing nothing except talking to help these people, you know. And I'm not saying that you're in a financial situation to do so, but you got all these people that agree with you and the way you think, you know. How come all you people don't come together and think in a more positive way of helping than ostracizing? Okay, so I'm through with that part. So my third part in this video is going to be short. You know how we can help, or you can help, or people like you can help? You go through these neighborhoods. You know, it used to be a show. I don't know if it's still on. It used to be on HGTV. And on this show, they used to fix up people's houses or whatever. But they went through a whole neighborhood and remodeled everybody's house on that block or in that neighborhood. That gives people a leg up. That gives people hope. That makes people think, you know what? Somebody gave a helping hand to me, and I'm going to give that helping hand back. Somebody gave me a leg up, and I'm going to give the next person a leg up. But see, you black conservatives don't think that way. You only think in terms of legislation, you know, or putting somebody in office that really is going to serve your interests, not the common poor black people interests. We know that the people like you write them off, you know, just like the whites write them off. You don't have a solution. So I have a solution, and that's part of my solution. Come to this neighborhood, give these people a leg up. Build some buildings. Have these people spend some money out of their pocket that they don't have to complain about. And create an organization, you know, I'm talking about a true organization that really comes out at no cost to the people, at no cost to the city, come out of you, conservative people, you know, And the liberal people that think the same way, whichever it was you would, whichever one there is, come in here, take that money, and put it in a black builder's construction man's hand, put some in some Latinos' hands that can do to the neighborhood where they can create jobs. You build a person a house to live in. You're building them a stable place to stay, or you're redoing the house they live in or the block that they live on, and you bring life back to that block. That's going to bring life back to the community. But the government is not going to do it. Talking about how bad people are is not going to do it. Telling people to get up and do better is not going to do it. It's not going to do it. Because in the mind, a lot of people already are defeated. And people like you are showing no hope whatsoever. So you continue to destroy the mind. You know, you think you're doing good, but you're not doing good. Yeah, Mr. Tatum, I come from the hood too. You know, I don't understand what you were understand when you said that. Because since you know what's going on in the hood, you know, why wouldn't you one of the ones to help create something or create a movement, you know, to address what's in the hood? But you got out. And I don't blame you for getting out. You know. But then to me, if you're going to get out, don't talk about how bad it is. Because you're not there anymore. And it is bad. You know, let's create some help. So where is this going to come from? We could try to pool our people together and create a fund. I actually heard somebody say this 15, 20 years ago. And create a fund, but I guess people scared that, you know, somebody might steal the money, which may happen, you know. But I would say create a fund, and that fund goes directly to depressed neighborhoods. And you have overseers that watch the money and everything else, you know, and create and rebuild the neighborhoods and give people an opportunity to prosper within that neighborhood where they can help others. And until you get that, there's never going to be a change, Miss Owens. So that's what we want. Nobody asking you to praise Mr. Floyd. You know, Mr. Floyd became a movement through fate. Okay. Nobody telling you to respect his criminal record. You know, it's a lot of criminals. There's a lot of criminals that don't have a record. You could be a criminal. Who knows? But since you appear to be good, I guess we have to look at you as a good, upstanding Black American. But those other Negroes, they don't see your concept. They don't understand. They understand well, Miss Owens. It's you who don't understand. All that movement you're doing about leaving Blexic and leaving the Democratic Party, leave the Republic. I know you're not a Republican, but to convince people to also leave the Republican Party. Create a new party. That's why this show is called New Way to Do It. You're still thinking like an old person. You're still thinking ancient times. You know, I know, they know, you know, that as long as things stay the same, things are not going to change. So why don't we be realistic? And why don't you offer up some good ideas instead of badgering our people and telling us how bad we are and spanking us? We don't need spankings from you. We need solutions. And a simple man like me got a solution. But I'm sure you're not going to listen. So thank you. As I said before, this is not a political station. I don't like being political. But I hate to see these people. They want to call you phony, but they're phony. You know, because all they're interested is in making money. You see these guys, you know, they say, well, you know, Black power, Black people need to do this. But hey, buy my t-shirts. Okay. They don't say buy my t-shirts to help build a better community. They say buy my t-shirts, you know, because I need to pay my rent too. Is there anything wrong with that? It can be questionable. But who am I to judge? I'm not one to judge. You know, so let's be realistic, which you're not being. and you're not being honest. And this is why people turn against people like you who say that we know what goes on in these neighborhoods, and you know too. And yes, we need to change. We need to weed out something, you know. But who's going to weed it out? Who's going to make that first step to say, you know what, I love my people so much. I call it the Jesus Christ movement. I love my people so much, I'm willing to give my life for them and guide these people. It's not going to be none of y'all, I bet you. I bet you it's not. I don't believe I'm even qualified, you know. But I guess to most people, until that certain person come, we're going to steady be begging. Then the ones that's not big, and that's begging on the other side, you know what side I'm talking about. They're going to criticize you because you're not big and hard enough, you know. So that's all I have to say to that. And to all the people, you know, I got a couple of comments, so thank you, I did respond, you know. And don't forget to ring the bell, hit the notification, you know, because there's more coming. And I would love your feedback, just, you know, get a better understanding of where you think I should go with this channel, because I'm sort of conflicted now. But thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.